Check, check. Check, check. Hey, what's happening? So what's up, y'all? Anything you want to do today? What? Glutes? Anyone else? Okay. Piriformis? That'll go with glutes. All right. Let's do it. Take a nice seat. Close the eyes. Sit up nice and tall. Let that upper back start to work. One of the areas that are deficient on us, right? One of our misalignments of life, especially in a seated position, but standing as well, right? We're very front body people. Everything's in front of us. So it's easy for that upper back to round and the shoulders to collapse forward as the chin falls to the floor. So you do exact opposite. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to feel your sit bones root down into the mat. This is where we want to center the weight down into, in this seated position, into those sit bones. What wants to happen? The sit bones want to get light because you want to lean forward. We all do, myself included, right? So we just lean back that little bit. And you feel the muscles, spinal erectors, the muscles running up your spine, you feel them start to activate. Let the shoulders settle back just a little bit. You're not trying to squeeze your shoulder blades to the midline, but you don't want your shoulders rounding forward. Trying to find that neutral place. Now take the back of your neck, or sometimes you hear like your throat, to the wall behind you. That's a lot of work. You feel that in the back of your neck. Those muscles should be activating. What happens to them when your chin falls forward in the misalignment? They just hang on, right? They stretch, or they overactivate to try to keep your head from falling, right? So we're going to slide the throat back. Now we start to feel that weight center a little more down into the sit bones. Think of below your waist, right? Rooting down, but breathe above your waist. Feel those side bodies starting to lengthen. So from hips to armpit. Feel the belly button drawing in. Feel the shutters closing. Listen to yourself breathe, or slow down the beginning of the inhale and push a little more on the end of the exhale, or count out the breath, right? 2 or 3 seconds to inhale, 2 or 3 seconds to exhale, or whatever the length of your breath is, all the way up to Ujjayi, where the air begins to rebound off the back of the throat. We keep it close to us. The next inhale, let the arms lift, and let the exhale bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root, and the heels of the hands lightly touch. And now the breath goes to that space between our palms. When we say it travels down our arms into the back of our heart, from the back of our heart out in front of us. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. All right, let's start out in puppy dog. So puppy dog is going to be hips stacked up on top of your knees. Arms are overhead. Look forward. So make sure your pointer fingers are straight forward in front of you or they're turned out a little bit. We don't want our fingers to turn in like this. That's going to disengage this shoulder here. So I want to spin out just a little bit so I can start integrating. Now hug your hands into the midline like you're trying to pull the mat into the center, and you're going to feel your forearms start to engage. Lift your inner biceps up. You're really feeling the backs of your arms here, like triceps, right? Because your elbow's extended here, but you should feel the backs of the arms engage, but you want to lift the inner biceps. That creates that external rotation. If your forehead's touching the mat, slide your forehead off the mat. Now, keeping the arms lifting up, soften the chest towards the mat, but pull your belly button in. Pull your shutters closed. So that as you soften your chest down to the mat, you feel a nice opener come up the side bodies, chest a little bit, upper back with the lats, middle upper back. You feel the shoulders, the arms. One more breath. Look forward, TP the finger on the right hand, thread the left hand underneath, take the twist. Now we're really working that upper back here. The big moves are happening in the thoracic spine. Your lumbar spine, your low back right now, is just looking to get a little decompression. Inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Make sure when you place that hand, pointer finger straight forward or turned out, or we're going to start peeling the shoulders apart. We're going to disengage that upper back. As you soften the chest towards the mat, take a breath, then look forward, TP the fingers on that left hand. Thread the right hand underneath, palm up, or whatever your side two is. Now keep the inner heels sweeping out. Keep the shins hugging in. Keep your heels pulling to your butt so the legs are engaged. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull your belly button in. Keep those shutters closed. Maybe take that left elbow to the sky a little higher and peek underneath, reach that, or take that twist just a little deeper as you reach to that wall with the window and the door. And then inhale, come back to center. Soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Hands an inch or two in front of your shoulders, knees an inch or two behind your hips. Pull your belly in. Pull those shutters closed. If you're not sure what your shutters are, right here, they're going to try to blow open. You got to close them. Engage that upper ab. Take a breath here. When you're ready, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, lift the sit bones, reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly. Lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Stay with your breath. Claire, I didn't think you wanted to hear me talk about the shutters twice as many times as I'm going to, as I hear the echo coming from the computer.
I was wondering where the voice was.
One more and then come to a neutral position. So find that flat back. Right arm up, left leg back, come to spinal balance. So you could see as I kick my heel back, I'm not here. See what this does? It shoots my belly button to the floor. I'm just looking for extension out of the hip, not any kind of like over engagement in those spinal erectors. Exhale, lower, left arm up, right leg back. My thumb points up, my toes point down. I'm working that pelvic floor. I'm pulling that belly button in. I'm pulling those shutters closed. Exhale, lower, right arm up, left leg back. When you lift, you're going to lift from the inner upper edge of the forearm and the inner upper edge of the thigh. Exhale, lower, left arm up, right leg back. Then you're going to reach back out of the heel, forward out of the fingertips and the crown of the head, even side to side. Exhale, lower, put it with your breath.
Inhale, right arm up, left leg back, exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm up, right leg back, whatever your side 2 is. Exhale, lower, stay with your breath. So if it takes you 2 seconds to inhale, it should take 2 seconds to lift the arm and the leg. If it takes you 2 seconds to exhale, 2 seconds to lower the arm and the leg. Whatever the length of your breath is. One more each side. But this is one of those challenges we work on all the time, right? Can we truly stay with our breath? We'll meet back in all fours. Tiger pose. So on the inhale, you want to take your heel to the sky. You can even look up. Exhale, you're going to bring your knee to your chin or your chest. Inhale takes the heel to the sky. Exhale takes the knee to the chin or the chest. Let's do 5. Stay with your breath. Your knee should just scrape the mat as you're bringing it through, so we don't unwind the inside of that left hip. Like you're holding the ceiling up with your heel. Now, this is my last one. After your 5, lower that right knee down. Make sure it's hips width apart, because the misalignment is we tend to go a little narrow. And then when you're ready, swap side 2. If we go too narrow, we're not going to force the hip to stabilize itself, and that's part of what we're doing here. We're isometrically engaging, so without movement, the right hip, right? We're holding stability here as we then move a little more dynamic through this left hip. Flexion is where the knee comes to the chin or the chest. Extension, what we're really trying to get, is when we're holding that heel up. After your 5, we'll meet back in the all fours. Nice pace, y'all. When you're ready, step back to plank. Take your time. Stay with your breath. Your shoulders are on top of your wrist crease, and you're reaching out of your heels. For shoulder health, this is really important, right? Because if you get too long, if I was like this, when I go into my chaturanga, my elbows are going to fall. And that's how I'm going to really stress my my shoulder out. So I got to walk forward so my shoulders are on top of my wrist crease, and I'm in dorsiflexion, so I'm reaching my heels back. If my feet are like this right now, I'm too long. I got to be in dorsiflexion and shoulders on wrists. Now lift the hips, push back, downward dog. So this will start to match now, right? So when we work the vinyasa and we flow through, we have this all measured up. Now, if you want to bend your knees in your downward dog, go for it. If you want to pedal or swivel or wiggle, feel free. And then come to neutral. Now, like we did before, it's going to be a little more challenging, though, because we're bearing more weight. We want to hug the hands in. We want to keep the forearms lifting up away from the mat. We want to keep the inner biceps lifting up away from the mat. We want to slide the back of our neck forward to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Now, keep all that. Take your chest back towards your toenails. So you push your hands down and forward, and then you take the chest back towards the toenails. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Go with your breath. Now we'll work a little more dynamically. Inhale, come forward to plank. Drive into that plank. Exhale, push back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. Keep it going. Stay with your breath. So if it's 2 seconds to inhale, it takes 2 seconds to come forward to plank. If it's 2 seconds to exhale, 2 seconds to push back to downward dog. One more. And this time as you come forward, let the exhale lower chaturanga. So that's where I'm going to bring my feet straight up and down. And you can see in my chaturanga, my forearms are straight up and down as compared to this. I'm here. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So take those shoulders back like you're squeezing your shoulder blades at the midline, and then down away from your ears. After the 3 breaths, lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Now we talked about working the upper body a little bit more, and the legs. We're going to keep sweeping the inner heels out. When you push down and sweep your inner heels out, that's how you connect to glute med and piriformis. Those are pelvic stabilizers. So when we do that action, we're going to start to bring an engagement to the outside of the hip. We're going to get stability there. Then as we hug our shins into the midline, that's going to be your inner thighs, your adductors. As you pull your kneecaps towards your waist, that's your quads. Now the muscles we're going to try to stretch here are our hamstrings. That's where we pull our heels to our butt and our butt to our heels. Now if you want to straighten the legs, reach from the hip down the back of the legs and out of the bottom of the heels. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. The other way to keep your shoulders safe in your planks and chaturanga is you got to spin like you're spinning the lids on the ball jars, right? Out. After your 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank, back to downward dog. Exhale, lower your knees, all 4s. You're taking your hands like this, all right? And I'm spinning this action out. I'm not moving my hands, but I'm doing this energy, right? And as I do that, you can see what's happening. I'm hitting back here into the back of the shoulder. I'm getting that rotator cuff to activate. Come on, let's try it. Take a breath from all 4s, step back to plank. So spin like you're spinning the lids. I guess on the left one, you'd be loosening, and on the right one, you'd be tightening. Push back, downward dog. Here we go. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale. So here we go. Spin the lids. Lower chaturanga. Feel that energy in your shoulders. Positive energy. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. After the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. Push up through plank. Back to downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. That's it. Fingertips are blocks. Find where you need to be. It's all about your spine, right? The height is going to be if you can keep your spine straight like this as compared to this. Then work down to the floor. So see, if I want to go deeper and move my blocks, I have to work at my hip crease. I got to flex that right hip more so that my spine can stay straight. If this happens, right, that's not a good shape. I want to lift up a little bit more. But if I can work this, hell yeah, I want to go for it. Now keep pushing down. Keep hugging in. One more breath. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, 1 crescent. So that front knee stays right on top of the ankle. Keep pushing down. Let the knee track the second toe. So the one next to your big toe. Square that left hip forward. Pull the pelvic floor up. Pull the belly in, pull the shutters closed. Reach up through your thumbs. Maybe curl back into the pose. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Left hand stays down. Right elbow draws back. Now for the shoulder, you got to spin the bicep forward here to root the shoulder back. This is the misalignment. You got to go this way. Now maybe reach up, take the twist. Twists happen above the waist, so don't let that left hip drop on you. Keep lifting that left hip up. So you actually got to soften that right thigh down. Maybe look up. Inhale, come back to center, place the hand down, step back, downward dog, move through 1 vinyasa. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. I tend to always start with my blocks. And for me in my practice, right, this lowest setting is where I need to start out with. I've been here before. I've been here. This is where I need to be. And then after a little while, you could see, here's where I'm going to go deeper in the pose. To get to the floor, I got to work deeper into this flexion of this hip. So I want to keep lifting my chest like out in front of me. That's how I'm going to be able to work my upper back. And I'm going to work between my shoulder blades, but like north to south, so from my head to my butt. Then we can reach back out of the heel, forward out of the knee, forward out of the crown of the head. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So now we're getting a bigger opener on the front of that right thigh. But we got to keep the power in the legs. We got to keep that right hip coming forward. Then we're going to like squeeze a beach ball between our forearms, and we're going to ignite the arms. Now we can reach up. Then we might even curl back that little bit. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Spin that bicep forward on that right arm. Draw the left elbow back. Maybe reach up. Yep. Don't let that right shoulder come forward. Keep turning the bicep towards the front of the room here. Remember, right hip has to keep lifting up. Left is going to soften down. Now reach back out of your heel. Reach forward out of the crown of the head. Maybe reach up through those fingers. Maybe look up. Inhale, come back to center. Nice, y'all. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. Feel a difference, though, when you work those ball jars, those lids, right? Those shoulders feel good. That's where we need to be. Keep the arms lifting up. Keep the chest softening back. Keep the throat sliding forward. And now pedal the heels a couple times. Let the exhale lower the right heel. Inhale it up. Exhale the left down. Think of the 2 or 3 seconds. Inhale it up for 2 seconds. Exhale it down for 2 seconds. Or whatever the length of your breath is. One more. We'll come to that neutral position. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a nice big reach. Keep the heels heavy. Keep your inner thighs back. Keep your sacrum back so belly button's in. Keep your shutters closed. The wider your arms are, the freer this is. The closer, the more challenging. Maybe curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Before you pull your shoulders back, fill your ribs up with breath. Now exhale, take the shoulders back. Maybe the hands away from your back a little bit to get up into the arms a little bit more. But this is going to try to happen. Keep back. Yeah. Even if you lean forward, this is a better look than this. Right? This we can then stand up with those muscles running up our spine, those spinal erectors. This is just our misalignment. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Arms in front. Plug that right arm in. Take it across the body. Let the left arm come up to meet. So here's the head of my arm bone integrated into the shoulder socket. This is it disengaged. This is not what we're looking for. You want to plug in here, and you should only come across the midline or so. Take a little stretch in this the middle shoulder muscle. Exhale, release, bring the arms in front, plug that left one in. Hand meet. The rest of you, fired up, right? Your body's engaged. We're in mountain pose. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now, as you fold, we worked on this a couple weeks ago. Keep the arms plugged into the sockets. It's easy to let that arm bone disengage to get your hands to the floor. You should have like little like T-Rex or robot arms. They're short, right? That's where we need to be. That's integration. And the depth of this pose is going to happen through your back fascial line. So it's going to come up your calf muscles, your hamstrings, and those spinal erectors. Inhale, look forward. You could drag your fingers back to your toes a little bit. It's going to feel like it pulls your spine out in front of you, like forward. That's good space. Now go ahead and exhale, dive into the pose a little bit further. Now as you challenge yourself, so some of you are going to go, you might try to lower your block a little bit. You might try to bring your hands flat to the floor, the back of your hands. It has to happen with the arms plugged into the sockets. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back. Feel the work in that upper back, engagement. Peel coming up the belly, right, abdominal wall, chest, neck, face. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Walk the hands out in front of you. Reach the right leg straight back, come to standing split. Now, to feel that glute med and that piriformis start to stabilize the hip, you got to reach your right heel back behind you to the wall behind you till your left heel gets nice and heavy. And you can start feeling the work come up to the outside of that hip. We want that. If you want to play even a little bit further, inhale the arms up, come to Virabhadrasana 3. Play with the balance a little bit. Yep, a little more accessible. Hands would be by your side like this, like airplane. If the hands are up, exhale, lower them down, then lower that right leg, take a breath. When you're ready, reach the left leg straight back. Think, all the weight's coming forward here, right? So the heel wants to be light, but it has to be exactly the other way. The heel has to be heavy. So reach that left heel back to the wall behind you so your right heel gets heavy. You can move your toes if you wanted to. They're still rooted, but you can move them. You could feel the energy coming up the leg into that hip there. And then if you want to play even further, maybe the arms come up. Maybe the arms go back, whatever your flavor is going to be. One more breath. If the arms are up, lower them down, lower that leg. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Sit back in the chair pose, Utkatasana. So you want hip hinge, which means your butt goes back, before knee flexion, before your knees bend. So I got to go this way. That's how you turn on glute med and piriformis, right? Going into the hip hinge. Still working the heels and sweeping them out. Sit back deeper. Pull that pelvic floor up. Pull your belly in. Pull your shutters closed. Lift the arms. Sit back deeper. Charge the legs. Core. Lift the arms. Sit back deeper. Nice, y'all. Push down, rise up. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So start to flow a little bit. We'll meet back in downward dog. Take your time, stay with your breath. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Spin the back heel down, climb the elbow to the knee, extended side angle. Go plug the arm in, right? There's that integration. Sweep the bicep up along the cheek. Right heel down. Yeah, now spin your back heel down. Bring your heel to the mat. Yeah. Now I'm on a balance beam, which means my front heel is in line with my back arch. These are the muscles I'm stretching. So my knee's trying to do this, right? Because these are tight. I'm trying to stretch these. I want to open up this right side body, right? I don't want this side crescent to happen. So open that right side body. There it is. Now go right sit bone to right heel, or sweep your heel towards the wall with the window and the door, and the knee's going to peel to the bricks. One more breath. Push into that front heel. Come up, warrior 2. Hands go behind your back, interlace your fingers, bow to the inside of that right thigh, humble warrior. Inside of the thigh still, we're in the upper back again. So look to the front left corner of your mat. There, the spine is long. Now maybe start to reach the arms up overhead a little bit here. Exhale the hands down. Spin the back heel up, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. From downward dog, reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Spin your back heel down. Line it up, heel with arch. Climb the elbow to the thigh. Plug the arm in, sweep that bicep up along the cheek. So if I look up to the sky, I'm looking right into my bicep. If the hand's going to go down to the block or the floor, feel free. Open the left side body. So that if we don't make any space in the front of that hip, how are we going to open it, right? That's why we got to open the side body to clear all the weight falling into that hip. Then if you want to rotate open, take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Push into your front heel. Inhale, come up tall, warrior two. When the hands go behind your back, if your left pinky was under, right pinky goes under this time. Bow to the inside of that left thigh. Look to the front right corner of the mat so the spine is long as you fold deeper into the pose. Feel it happening at the depth of that front left hip crease. Maybe reach those hands to the sky, deepen that opener. Exhale the hands down, spin the back heel up, nice y'all. Downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Stay with your breath. I'll always be ahead of you just a little bit. Move with your breath. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees, sit back on your heels, child's pose, take a little break, wipe your face, grab a drink, whatever feels good. Full breath in, complete breath out. Is that a Durantula shirt? Nice. I loved how now they show you the Durantula coming out. And the first time or two they did it, they just did it. Now it's sponsored by someone, right? They could not go without that, like, you know, right? They had to get that cash. They're like, no, it's sponsored by this now. Gotta love it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. Turn the hands out while we're here. So now we're opening up forearms. We're in bicep again. We're in pec a little bit because we're in external rotation, right? So we're feeling a little bit of a stretch there. Keep pushing your hands down, but pull your belly buttons to your spine. This wants to happen. So we got to go this way. Like, that's too much, right? But that's not enough. Yeah, pull that belly in. And then inhale, unwind, sit back on your heels, give that little spin. And then inhale, come up, exhale, hands down, all fours. Take a breath. Then step back to plank. And then downward dog. Keep pushing the hands down and forward. Take the chest back towards the toenails. But keep sliding the back of your neck forward to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. The more you get the weight back into your legs, the easier this pose gets. It's never going to be easy, but it'll get easier. One more breath. Exhale, lower your knees. Bring your forearms to the mat. Now you have a few different ways you can do this. We could be palms down. We could be palms up. We can have hands clasped. I like hands clasped. You just have to remember it kind of goes a little bit against the seesaw rule. So if this comes in, this goes out, right? That's seesaw, right? One goes down, one goes up. I can never change that.
So I got to make sure that even though I'm going to do this, I'm still going to hug my elbows in because they're going to want to splay. All right? So if you clasp your hands, take this pinky that's underneath and move it to the inside so you're not crushing it.
Now we're going to go into dolphin. So from here, you're going to lift your hips up. Dolphin is like downward dog with our forearms on the mat. Now I tend to show y'all a little move here as we come forward to plank to make it a little more dynamic. So if you want to stay here, you're going to keep hugging the elbows in. You're going to keep pushing them down and forward and taking the chest back towards your shins. If you want to get dynamic, you're going to inhale, come forward, shoulders to wrist crease. Push back, dolphin. Come forward, shoulders to the wrist crease, and back. Keep it going. If you're holding static, keep breathing here. Keep taking the chest back. We're going to do 5 of these dynamic dolphins. I'm on 4. After your 5th one, lower the knees. If you're holding your dolphin, lower your knees. And then walk your hands back, sit back, come back to hero's pose. A seal? Where's the ball? Right there. Oh, Navy SEAL. I had a different SEAL going on. Navy SEAL, that sounds tough. Yeah, hell yeah. So reach down. Your calf muscles have 2 heads to them, a medial and a lateral, so an inside and an outside. You're going to push the outside one away. Now you're going to sit back between your heels. Unsickle your feet. They want to turn in. You're going to turn them out a little bit. You're going to feel like your sit bones get a little closer to the floor when you do that. Now the space between our knees will all be different, but everybody, the outsides of your shins will be parallel with the sides of your mat. So like, is this parallel? Is this? For me, right here is where I need to be. You just got to find it for yourself. Take a couple breaths. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your thigh. Sit up tall. We're taking the twist towards the brick wall. Keep flicking your toenails into the mat. Keep hugging your shins into the midline. So there's lots of power in the legs. Inhale, come back to center. Pause down the middle, and then swap. Take your left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the thigh. Sit up tall. Take the twist. Maybe peek over that shoulder if that feels good. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, come up, all 4s. Just reach the right leg back, open up the knee and the hip. Lower down, swap side 2. Lower the knee down. Take a breath. Step back to plank. Shoulders are on top of wrist crease, and you're reaching out of your heels. Keep pushing down. Don't let the upper back collapse. In a push, your scapula is actually protract. That means they work out. Retract would be this. See how I collapse? There's no power there. I'm pushing down. You should feel the upper back nice and open. Keep breathing. Maybe lift the right leg up. Take it to the outside, right outside of the mat, touch the toe. Come back up, cross it to the left side, so over your leg, maybe touch the toe. Come back up, lower it down. Take a breath. Lift the left heel up. Take it to the left side of the mat. Reach to the outside heel. Don't go external rotation, go abduction. Maybe touch. Come back in, cross the body. Maybe touch. Come back in, lower it down. Push back, downward dog. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, pigeon. So you're trying to get your shin as parallel with the front of the mat as you can. This is my bad knee, so y'all have seen me do this for quite some time. I'm on a little more of an angle. I just can't take my knee out to the side like that. As compared to this, right? I would try to get my shin as parallel with the mat as I can, but whatever feels good to you. Now, that right knee is to the outside edge of your mat. My left knee is in line with my hip, but my right one's out to the side. Push out like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Hug the knees towards one another, so pull them in. That's where the power comes from, right? The lift. Now pull your pelvic floor up, pull your belly in, pull your shutters closed. If you want to go for the fold, go for the fold. I tend to show you all this all the time, but this is definitely upper backs, right? I take my hands out to the side, and I make pillars here to hold myself up, as compared to this. Now, if you feel that you can hold the spine with this, awesome. If you need a little more intention, this would probably help bring it to you. What wants to happen with your chin? What's the misalignment? This. So what do we got to do? We got to slide the back of the neck towards the ceiling. Now the chest can soften towards the floor. So think of opposing forces. One more breath. Inhale, come up, place the hands, lift the hips. Reach that right leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet, and then exhale, lower it down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, pigeon. Same thing here. So now left knee's nice and wide. You're pushing out of that big toe mound on that left foot, and you're pulling the pinky toe side of the foot back. You're ripping the knees into the midline. That's a powerful cue, right? Lots of energy. Pelvic floor pulls up, belly pulls in, shutters close, head and throat back as I fold. Right? Fold has lots of control to it. We don't want to collapse, right? That has no control. Nice opener here in the back of the hip and down the back of the leg. But feel those opposing forces. The back of the neck sliding to the ceiling, but the chest softening to the floor. Couple more breaths. And then inhale, come up, place the hands, lift the hips. Unwind that left leg back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Exhale, lower it. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back into it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. If you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your back. Interlace your hands behind your thigh as you reach the heel to the sky. Take a bunch of breaths here. And you could swap into side two. If you're at home or in the studio, if it's not your day to invert, you're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you. I'm going to talk everyone into downward dog and L pose, but you're more than welcome to do headstand, handstand, tripod. We did dolphin, so some of you could take your dolphin into pincha. All right, feel free. So if you're going to go on your own whenever you're ready, if you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall, like all that same low mountain that we were in today. You take a few breaths. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. Step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. With your knees bent, you'll be in downward dog inverted. With your legs straight, you'll be in L pose. So when we talk about working the upper back, right, certainly downward dog and L pose is going to bring us there. We talked about this, I think one day, I don't know if it was the other day, but one day last week. When you go into your inversions, right, you got to bring, if you're in handstand, right, so you're facing the middle of the room, you got to bring your chest to the middle of the room. That's going to really take your arms overhead.
If you're doing downward dog or L pose, you want to bring your chest towards the wall that your feet are on. And that's going to take the arms truly overhead. That's where the work happens. Nice, y'all.
Give yourselves about another 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to meet on our backs.
Nice, y'all. So, I'll talk you into 2 back bends. First, bridge, and then wheel. But if you want to work your supported bridge, the block goes here at your sacrum. Sacrum's the top of your pelvis, so here. Crack is too low, lumbar is too high, right here in this solid area. If you want to work bridge or wheel, I'll talk you in as well. The first one bridge, the second one wheel. So we're going to start on our backs. Knees are bent. Feet are hips width apart. And feet are parallel like train tracks. What's the misalignment? The heels want to spin in. So you might have to spin those heels out a little bit. If you take your arms along the sides and you feel your heels, that's a good way to measure to get your knees to stack up on top of your ankles, which is what we want. Sacrum flat, so belly button's the spine. Head and shoulders are back. You can even robot to work the upper back a little bit more here. Now charge the legs. So we're going to push down. We're going to sweep the inner heels out. That's running into the glutes. We're going to hug the shins in. There's the adductors. We're going to pull our heels to our butt. There's the hamstrings. Stay with the core. When you're ready, slowly lift the hips. Maybe take the shoulders under a little deeper. We've interlaced our hands behind our back today. If that feels good to y'all, go for it. If it feels good to hold the robot, wherever you need to be. Belly buttons in towards spine. Sit bones are lengthening to the backs of the knees. So you feel the lumbar nice and puffed up here, engaged. And the back bend is happening in the thoracic spine, that middle upper back. You can even gently push your feet down and forward a little bit, and you'll feel that back bend happen right underneath the shoulder blades. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. See if you get your sacrum to land flat. Then take the feet wide. Let the knees touch. One hand on your heart, one hand on your low belly. Full breath in, complete breath out. On the second one, I'll first talk you into bridge and then to wheel. But feel free to do 2 bridges or stay in your supported bridge, wherever you want to work. Inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms along the sides. Charge the legs up. Core, head and shoulders back. Slowly lift the hips, bridge. If you're going to interlace your hands behind your back, swap the hand hold. So if left pinky was under right. If you're going to go into wheel, place your hands wide to the edge. Your hands out. Your elbows are going to come in line with the outside of your shoulder. If you need a little more length to the curve, lift the heels up. Heels sweeping out. One more breath. Stay engaged as you lower down. Take the feet wide.
Let the knees touch. If your right hand was on your heart, left hand on your heart, opposite hand on your low belly. And then open the knees and windshield wiper side to side. When you balance both sides out, come to neutral. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe make a couple small circles. Your low will feel nice. And then come to neutral. Keep your knees bent. Lower your feet to the floor. Inhale your right leg up. Open the hip. Take the ankle over the knee. Supine pigeon. This will get into that glute med a little bit, to the piriformis a little more. Hug your left knee to your chest. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. The closer your left knee works to your face, the further you want your right knee to work away from your face. And that's how you get deeper in the back of the hip. If you need to go even further, you hold your shin like this instead of the back of your leg. I've showed y'all to put your foot on the wall. If that feels good to you, go for it. Stay engaged as you release that left leg, lower it down to the floor, then unwind the right. Take a breath. Inhale the left leg up, open the hip, ankle over knee, hug the right knee to your chest. Interlace the fingers behind your thigh. Up your legs. Core. The further away your left knee moves. Away. And then we're in the back of the hip again. Stay engaged as you release the back of the thigh, lower the foot to the floor, unwind that left leg, take the legs out straight, reach the arms up overhead, take a big stretch here. Spread the fingers and spread your toes. Feel all that space that we make. Hug your right knee to your chest, roll towards the left hip, take the twist. Keep the right shoulder rooted down. Don't lose the belly, don't lose the shudders. I always reach out of this left heel, but if you want to soften the twist, you could always bend the knee. Inhale, come back to center. Hug the left knee in, take the right leg out. Roll towards that right hip, keep the left shoulder rooted. Nice rotation here through the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Take those legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Take that. Take the knees wide. Come to happy baby. Knees are wider than your shoulders. And as the knees go nice and wide, start to draw your knees towards your ears. And here's this nice stretch coming the inside of the thighs, opener in the back of the hip again. If you want to go to the back of the legs, you can reach one leg out or both legs out, whatever feels good. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center, exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. Feel free to add or remove layers or props. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation that feels good to you. Here as the legs stretch out, let the feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. And as the shoulders settle back, we turn the open palm to the sky. We let our head rest back and maybe our eyes close. We allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth. We let the body get heavy. As the body gets heavy, the mind gets light, it softens back to the breath. As the exhale clears and removes and makes space, and the inhale draws in something new, the change. And our hearts open. As they collect the practice, as they prepare to move the practice into the yoga of life. As the heart will bring us back to the mat to practice again, to challenge ourselves. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feeling the breath as it washes over the body. Toes, fingers, crown of the head through the heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. Crisper, clearer, more in tune. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, let the arms and the legs stretch or reach, move in a way that feels good to you. Take it your time, moving slowly, consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to the chest and just roll to the right side. Push your hands down as you come up to a... We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. And one more time, to seal in our practice, our time together. The sound of Om, all together. Deep breath in. We softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Good to see you all. You know, if you have any questions or anything, or something feels weird in your body, get me before you go. I'll see some of y'all tomorrow. I won't see you this Saturday. Just getting my birthday on, so I'm taking the day off, but I will see y'all next week. Thanks, y'all.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, home crew. You know, if you need me, hit me up.